Welcome to Prime Business. I'm Charles Ayitey. Coming up in this edition, Cocoa Board predicts cocoa sector will be badly hit with fertilizer shortage as the war in Ukraine leaves cocoa farmers scrambling for limited supply of the raw material.
The basic ingredients or elements needed in producing fertilizers and other chemicals are going to be difficult to come by. So we have to brace ourselves for the coming years, maybe 1 or 2 years, and expect that prices of fertilizers are not going to be the same.
All these stories coming up shortly after commodities. Now, as global fertilizer supply chains get disrupted owing to the war in Ukraine, cocoa farmers in Ghana are being urged to turn to the use of organic fertilizer. Speaking during the inauguration of some 3 management committees, including the Cocoa Research Institute of Ghana, the Seed Production Division, and the Cocoa Health and Extension Division, the Chief Executive of Cocoa Board, Joseph Edu, stated that government has put in place measures to ensure farmers do not suffer the brunt of a likely shortage.
The coming years is going to be very difficult for us as a sector and also for our farmers because, the war in Ukraine has also come to compound the adverse effects of the COVID pandemic to the extent that the basic ingredients or elements needed in producing fertilizers and other chemicals are going to be difficult to come by. So we have to brace ourselves for the coming years, maybe 1 or 2 years, and expect that prices of fertilizers are not going to be the same. Even getting the quantities, the fertilizers, the quantities, because essentially the very basic elements that are needed to produce the fertilizers will not be there because of the war. So it will mean that management committee will have to come up with strategic direction, and then some strategic guidelines for our farmers. It has also affected all the parts of the industry, including the Cocoa Research Institute. So in these difficult times, we are calling on the new management to give leadership. There's one issue: show your class. We want you to provide the leadership that will ensure prudence in the management of affairs at Cocoa Research Institute. We believe that, with time, we will overcome these difficulties. The situation has also been aggravated by the attack in Ukraine, that the ongoing war in Ukraine. And CREC is going to be more affected because you are talking about the active ingredients that will be needed in the production of essential inputs, fertilizers and chemicals. Ukraine is affected, so getting our sulfate ammonia is going to be difficult. The same Belarus, and then Russia. These are the centers where we get these basic, elements.
Cocoa Board has meanwhile inaugurated a 3-member special committee, including the Cocoa Research Institute of Ghana, the Seed Production Division as well as the Cocoa Health and Extension Division, all set up to facilitate the research and development of cocoa production in Ghana and also investigate alternative means of sourcing fertilizer amid the war in Ukraine. Away from that, the African Development Bank is planning a $1 billion emergency fund production initiative for Africa, including Ghana, to avoid any looming food crisis triggered by Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Now, both Russia and Ukraine, as we know, are leading producers of cereals and maize in the world. Speaking to Reuters, President of AFDB, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, said the injection of capital is necessary to avoid inflation going up in most African countries.
The plan is to be able to produce roughly 30 million metric tons of food, and to get technologies into the hands of 20 million farmers. So you're looking at big scale with smallholder farmers. When COVID struck, we were not ready. But this time, we are fully ready, and we will avert a food crisis, and we will avert also the impact on inflation. But we do need the money to be able to very quickly intervene and get it done. The biggest challenge Europe has right now is how to secure its energy supply. There are a lot of investors that are going to be diversifying out of Russia, of course, right? And they want to diversify into whether it's energy, whether it's gas, whether it's into minerals and metal processing and beneficiation. That's a real opportunity, I think, for Africa at this point in time.
Dr. Akinwumi Adesina is the president of the African Development Bank. Now, government treasury bill sales fell massively by 66.8% despite increase in the policy rate of the Bank of Ghana to 17% and the announcement of fiscal measures by the Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta. According to auction results, the government was only able to secure a little above 733 million cedis from a whopping target of 2.21 billion cedis. Well, Charles Nexi-Yeboah has been looking through the result of the tender held last Friday in our report.
This is coming as a shock because of the expectations that the Treasury market will respond positively to the increase in the Bank of Ghana's base lending rate, same as the reaction to the foreign exchange market. However, investors did not react as total amount purchased did not even meet half of the targeted amount of 2.21 billion cedis. Perhaps the investors, largely banks, believe the increase in the yield of the short-term securities did not correspond to the surge in the policy rate. All the Treasury instruments were sold below the policy rate of 17%. A cursory look at the results showed that the investors who bought the T-bills rather went in for the 91-day and 1-year bills because their interest yield were relatively better. A little above 434 million cedis was mobilized from the sale of the 91-day T-bills at an interest rate of 14.1%, while 222.37 million cedis was secured from the auctioning of the 1-year bill at a yield of 17.10%. 72.65 million cedis was, however, mobilized from the sale of the 182-day T-bills at an interest rate of 14.51%. Despite the decline in the sale of the T-bills, it is the hope that the situation will change when this week's auctioning is held on Friday.
Insurance Awareness Coordinators Group has launched a first-of-its-kind claims testimonial campaign, which seeks to grow insurance adoption in Ghana by building trust and confidence of the insurance public in the claims processing in the country. Now, we have more in this detail.
The event, dubbed the Insurance Pays Campaign, will run from March to July 2022 on TV, radio and digital. The testimonial campaign kicked off with a media launch at the National Insurance Commission's auditorium. Chairman of the event and Insurance Commissioner at the NIC, Dr. Justice Yaofori, acknowledged the efforts of the industry and its key partner, the German Development Corporation, GIZ.
The NIC, in collaboration with the Insurance College, is training insurance agents for free. This is partly aimed at solving the problem of mis-selling to the insurance public, which has contributed significantly to the negative perception. A lot is happening in our industry, in the claims management space. The public is therefore encouraged to claim on their policies when the insured event occurs and call on the NIC where there are challenges.
On his part, Chairman of the Insurance Awareness Coordinators Group, Wilson Tai, noted that successful payment of legitimate claims is at the heart of the industry.
The campaign is necessary because we realize that there is a misconception about insurance claims. Like I said at the opening, the sub point between the insuring public and the insurance companies is claims. And like I've said already, and you've probably seen that, my perception is that insurance is all about claims. And let me emphasize, genuine claims. Now, we need to bridge that gap between perception and reality. And so we are having this 3-month campaign to demonstrate to the public that, one, insurance claim is not difficult. Secondly, to also assure the public that if they have any issues, they have recourse through the Ghana Insurance Association Complaints Bureau.
The Insurance Awareness Coordinators Group's Insurance Pays campaign will be run with the support of all relevant stakeholders, including the Ghana Insurers Association, National Insurance Commission, Insurance Brokers Association of Ghana, National Association of Ghana Insurance Agents, and the Chartered Insurance Institute of Ghana.
Insurance pays. Notify. Submit. Get paid.
And that'll be for the bulletin. I'm Charles Ayitey. I'll leave you with international business news, after which Gary L. Smith takes over with Prime Sports. Do stay with Joy News.